happy Sunday, June the 27th of 2021, I believe. Well, I know it's 2021, but I'm not really sure what the date is. Anyways, I wanted to do an update yesterday, but it actually got a little bit dark, and I'm under the house. It's not like I have the best lighting. So I figured I would just do a quick update today, and then maybe I'll be able to get a second one in, kind of showing some of the stuff outside of the house that happened. But yeah, most of what I've been doing this weekend is here under the house. Made some really big progress. It's not going to look a lot like it, but I'll try and describe what I can. So what you see behind me, this sloped pipe right here, well, it's sloped to me. It may not seem like that to you, but it's exactly 1/4 inch per foot slope, which is awesome. And that does take a little bit of work to get everything done. It ties right into the existing that I just put in August of last year. So now that runs all the way to the other side of the house. I have one little bitty connection to make. You can see here, because those types of connections are not that easy. You really need a two-person kind of deal to make that happen, but I have a strategy. So that's my last little piece to connect that, and then we're good to go. So that is super exciting. It actually makes a little bit of a jog that you can't see because it's right behind that pier, just to keep life interesting, and that's what actually slowed me down by a whole day. But oh, super excited to have that done and dealt with. And then I decided that while I was under here, remember, I'm really here to tie in, I know it seems terrible, it's not even glued, but I'm really here to tie in this big 4-inch vent stack and main that goes to the second floor, all the way into that main drain. But to do that, I need to figure exactly what height to start it at and run it this way, because remember, everything's got a slope. So it doesn't look like I got a lot done, but I'm very, very close to being basically done with the underfloor stuff for quite some time. So that's pretty exciting. I figured while I was here, let's go ahead and take care of a couple other things. So this is the, I don't know if you can see it, the white pipe here that's also hanging. That was, I put it in temporarily to accommodate the shower upstairs back when I had one. But the plan was that I could reconfigure it down the road, which I have decided to do. So eventually when the washing machine comes in, it'll be right above where I am right now. It will tie into that, which is why it was a 2-inch. It wouldn't necessarily need to be a 2-inch otherwise. And then it actually ran a little bit further over, but because I don't need to do that anymore, I'm running this 2-inch pipe up through the wall. And this is, remember, where we got the cast iron stuck in the wall up above, but at least we'll be out of the crawl space. So that part is all reconfigured, which is good. And it has a clean out, which is handy. I will also put in a clean out above the floor as well. So lots of options to try and head off any potential for things to get clogged. You also won't be able to see it, but right underneath here, well, maybe you can, is a water line. That's the cold water supply that I did have running. I think I did run it temporarily to the shower, and then in the crazy winter weather, this one was damaged, and because of limited supplies and time, and particularly because I could not get the water off at the city, like out at the street, I kind of had to work with what I had. So what I ended up doing was just cutting this one and abandoning it, and just tying it off, so at least I had water running to one faucet and to the toilet. So that's kind of what I've been living with now. So exciting. I tied it back in, replaced all the damaged pipe. It's schedule 40. We're good to go. In fact, I even ran it out to a faucet, which is on the other side of this pier. Interestingly enough, it's going to look really stupid for a little bit because it actually empties right onto the first step of the little staircase. But don't panic, I'm not a complete moron. Those steps are going away. That whole kind of landing is going away. And actually right in front of me is where at least the original steps when my mom was here were located. So we're going to put in new steps there, a new little landing so that it's safe to get in and out of the door, and then steps off of that. And then at that point I can put in my water hose and all that kind of stuff right there. So it'll be a really great arrangement very, very, very soon, hopefully. So really excited to also have this faucet back up and running, because it's getting to that point in the summer where you're going to have to supplement water every once in a while. for whatever vegetables I still have left because I've been a little bit of a slacker. But you know, in the future it'll be better. We'll automate. And then I do have some plants that I just want to make sure they don't struggle too much because they're doing really well back there along the back side. So that is hopefully today going to be up and running again, and we'll be in good shape there. So I guess long story short, what I'm doing is also doing water when I wasn't planning on doing it, but yeah, sounds good. So case in point, I just have to tie and cap this one. This is going to be water supply that will go to cold water upstairs, so shower, sink, and toilet. It will also supply water to the hot water heater, which is going to be also right up here. So it'll be kind of handy to have all that right there coming up through the floor. And then of course I'm about to hang the 4-inch. So I kind of saved this for last. I have to reach over this dang pipe, which is it's a bit of a workout. But the good news is I only have to do a couple of connections. So the big thing that I did yesterday was over here under the kitchen. So look past this one and a little bit further over where you can see light coming in again. In that area, we had a busted pipe right when I bought the house. It was still February, I believe. And so there was a faucet out here. There's a little flower bed and everything else with poor neglected plants. So I often would forget to water them because we cut that faucet almost immediately. Sometimes it was just a better strategy to start cutting pipes out and then building them back up. But then this one, I mean, it's been years since it's been up. So I finally got that one installed. So now we're gonna have a faucet over there. I can actually turn on my automatic irrigation. I already have drip installed there. So really excited about that. There's actually another little surprise coming for over there that has to do with water as well. So that is handled. And that also means that my water supply is there and ready to go to tie in for the sink and the dishwasher, which is over that direction. And then eventually there's going to be a powder room, which would have a toilet and a sink. So we don't really know exactly where those pipes need to go yet because I need to do the demolition in that area and figure out how it's going to be configured. So kind of sitting tight on that, but everything's there ready to go. Likewise, the main, that big long main that goes under the house runs all the way over there now. So it's also ready to tie into the sink, the dishwasher, the toilet, and the bathroom sink as well. As well as currently there is a clean out that's right inside the opening, so that hopefully we will never have any clogs or anything, but if we do, hopefully that will make it so much easier just to access everything, and potentially you may not even have to get into the house to fix something. So anyways, lots and lots of work, mostly just crawling on my belly in mud and hanging stuff. I would say that some of my tricks are that once I figured kind of what, particularly the water line, what dimension I wanted to hang it from the joists, I went ahead and made a whole bunch of pre-cut, pre-measured pieces of strapping, and that's been a lot easier. I somewhat can do that with a big 4-inchers, but obviously the distance is going to change to get that slope, so maybe not quite as economical to do it that way. But anyways, you guys take care. I will try and do another video of what's going on outside so you can kind of see the work, but we'll see how it goes if it's too dark, because I want to get this wrapped up. I had to mow this morning, which really slowed me down. The forecast says that for the next week and a half, we should have rain, somewhere between 20 and 80% chance every day this week. So then I thought, well, if I mow, that means that it won't rain, but don't be mad at me, because if I install the water for irrigation, maybe that means that it will rain. So anyways, if you're happy about the rain, you're welcome. If you're not happy about the rain, it wasn't me. You guys take care. Have a really great rest of your week, and we shall talk soon.